Hi folks, and welcome to this presentation on getting more likes on Facebook. Today I'm going to talk to you about how we can start generating more likes to your Facebook page and basically how it can help your business improve and what you can do to make these new likes that you've got to your page a wee bit more active on your page. So why Facebook in the first place? Facebook is one of the largest social networks. Above Twitter, above everybody else, there's Facebook. It has over 800 million users. That was just on the last count. I'm sure that's probably grown at the time of this video. And over 50% of them sign into Facebook daily. So you can see right away that there's a huge audience out there that you could potentially get the eyes onto your product or onto your brand. So it's a really, really good way to get your views across and get your brand out there. And believe it or not, there's over 30 billion links are shared in the average month. That's not a really good month for Facebook, that's the average month. So you can really get a huge amount of exposure from Facebook, and it's worth remembering that there is so much that you can tap into. So basically, we're going to show you a way of getting your links in amongst them. And basically, the first thing you have to do is to start a Facebook page. Now, the reason I say start a Facebook page and not a Facebook group is because pages can be indexed by the search engines. Okay? When you start a page, the search engines can index it and people can visit it. They don't have to be logged into Facebook, they can be new to Facebook to see the page. They don't need to be logged in. It might bring new users to Facebook through your page. So you don't have to be it. Whereas a group, it's more specific to the users and they're not indexed, and it's more users sharing them that they get found and stuff like that. And it's a wee bit more difficult to build up the user base, etc. Whereas with a Facebook page, you can promote it, you can do SEO on it, you can optimize it for the search engines. Once you've done your SEO on it, you can promote it on your website with a like box. There's plugins to promote it on your website. So there's a lot more you can do with them. And just this year in March, they went under a huge update, and they now use the timeline layout, which is the same as the personal profiles. But the downfall to that is there's no more default landing tab, which was basically a tab that a lot of people had set up so that when people came to the page, they would see this tab and they could maybe sign up to their mailing list, or they could maybe, if they signed up to their mailing list, they could get access to a discount, or if they liked the page, there was a discount on the next page, etc. There was all that sort of thing, but they don't. I mean, you can still have the tab, but it's not going to be the landing tab anymore. And the reason for this is because Facebook wanted to focus the timelines and focus the pages on building a brand, not just as a way of promoting, but to build a brand, to connect with your customers. And it's not always about selling, but you can still, there's loads of different apps that can be added to Facebook that can do more with regards to selling your products or getting your posts read and stuff like that. But the main aspect of the timeline is to get your brand out there. So I've got a page here. It's just a page, the M&M profile, the M&M fan page, sorry. And basically, if I can just get a pen, I want to point out some features of the profile. Now I'm using a mouse here, so my writing's not going to be the best. But basically, what you've got is you've got a cover image here, okay, and that's 810 pixels wide by 350. And what this does is it's a great way of getting your brand out there. What you've got to remember is you can't, there's strict rules, and you can't promote, you can't sell, you can't give links, you can't give contact details. So it is all about your brand. So don't go out there and say, get this offer when you like or anything like that, because it'll get taken down off your cover. It might go into your images, but it'll be taken off as your cover. You don't promote in any way through your cover. Now your profile image here, This is your profile image. This is when you write a comment, this is what people will see. If I can finish writing. This is your profile image, your name. And a lot of people have integrated their cover image with a photo of their profile, so that it's they're all sort of the one. So that's a possibility. You've got the good old like button that we all know. We get access to some of your tabs, and then you've got your tabs here. So this is, I mean, like, remember the last time they were all down in like a list. Now this looks a lot better, I think, with the actual images, and you can select the images to most of these, except from the photos one. Photo one is pretty static. I don't even think you can move its position, and you can select more information about your tabs here, and people can see more tabs that you've got here. These are like the ones you want people to see. So you can see that there's the like tab, you can see that there's the photo tab, and you can see that there's the Eminem's got a store, and another, I think that's one of his groups, a group or something. There's tabs there for that as well. So that's basically, and this bit here is the about the profile bit. So this is your about us, and here's a really good bit to fill in, because this will be your open graph description or your meta description, which is indexed by the search engine. So if you can get some keywords in here, same with your name, but I would focus on the name of your company for that, but in here you can maybe shoot for some other keywords, and there's more chance of getting indexed quickly with Facebook because they're just so huge and Google loves them. So it's really a good idea. And then down here you've got your stream. This is where all your posts will show up to your new, or your wall as it used to be called. So all your posts here will show up, and you can highlight posts, which means that it will take up the whole width. Or another option is you can pin posts, so you can pin and highlight posts. And basically what that does is it makes it take up this space here, a space here for 1 week if you pin it. So any other post that you post will be below it, and that's like your main post sheet. It's really, really good to get people to know things that you want them to know. So you've got your mutual friends here, you've got other suggested likes here, so you can see, but you can see with this cover fit has cover image on its own. It's huge. It can build brand really, really effectively because it is so huge. Just remember, no promoting and no sales information or contact details on it. Okay, so that's the timeline profile. So once you've got your timeline profile, you want to start inviting your friends. Okay, your friends are more likely to like you back and to like your page, and they're more likely to be active on it. And anything you promote on your page, they're probably more likely to buy because it's you. They know you. They know you. They know what you do, and they're more likely to visit any of your links that you post, or your posts, your blog posts that you post. So they're more likely to do more, but they're also more likely to share. Right? And this is the most important bit, because what they'll do is they might share a link because they like what you're doing, or they might like that product, but they might not want to buy it themselves. Maybe they know some of their friends might be interested in it, and they'll share it amongst their friends, which means that they can then come to your page, they might like it, and then they might share it again to their friends. And it continues down the line so that you've got all these new followers. So that's one benefit to adding your friends as well. Hopefully they'll share it, and who knows, you might get sales as well from that. If you get an email list though, don't just think, oh, there's nothing I can do to promote my Facebook page on it. Use it. Tell your list about your new page and ask them to show their support and or keep on the face about your business. And they might like it. Maybe offer them an offer to get them to like it, like maybe a free video or something, or a free ebook, if they like it. Integrate with with your website, so you can add a like box or a like button to your actual website, so that people can see on your website that you do have a Facebook page. And the Facebook like box is quite good because it shows you the image of your page, tells them how many likes you've got, it shows them some users, and if they're signed in, I think it shows them their friends that are first, that are already liking that page, and if they're there, more chance of liking. So it's a great way to get more likes that way. And then you can have like buttons so that people can share your products with their friends on Facebook. And that's what Google loves, the social media buttons, and it does increase your rankings if you're doing well. So another thing you can do is include links in your signature. So anytime you can see a signature, get your links to your profiles in it. The ones that I'm talking about is email, forum signatures. Now, with forum signatures and some other signatures, you're limited to the amount of links you can place. So obviously, if you're limited, you want your most important links first. So if you've got a website, that's going to be there, obviously. But you can also try and get your Facebook pages in there. It's another way, it's links to your page. So if you're wanting to do SEO on your Facebook page, that's a way of getting a link, which will build popularity really quickly. So this is things you've got to think about with ways to get it. Now, if you've got any other profiles like Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, MySpace, tell your fans and followers on these pages about your new Facebook page, and hopefully they'll follow and go onto your Facebook page and like it, because it's you. They know you, they know your brand on that profile, so they will be going to visit you on another. So get promoting it that way. The next one I'm going to talk about, probably not the most popular in the social media world, is buying Facebook likes. It gets a bad name, and the reason it gets a bad name is because there's a lot of companies out there that are providing shit, spammy content, which is just, it's crap. Nobody really wants to hear about it because it's spam, and nobody likes spam. It just makes people's user experience a lot more unenjoyable. But there is companies out there that do it using legitimate methods, and they promote it to get you your likes and stuff like that. And these are good companies they'll charge more than $5. So getting likes from them, like getting likes that way, is good, because you need to get likes. That's the point. You're not going to get anywhere with Facebook if you don't have likes. So find a good source and buy likes from them. Send them a wee email, ask them about their service. Nobody will tell you the exact method they use to get your likes, because then they're telling you the secret and you can do it yourself. But most companies will give you more information if you need it. They will tell you most things. A lot of companies are really affordable when you're wanting to buy like packages and stuff like that. So, and when you think about it, people say, I thought you weren't meant to buy likes. Well, if you run a Facebook ad, then you are buying likes. So it is pretty legitimate as well. So just be careful. There is a lot of spam, but it is worth it to look into this option. And if you find a decent company, they'll really, you will see results. You'll see the results you're looking for. For large brands, you might not think they'll buy likes, but they'll buy large quantities, and it spreads the word and builds buzz quickly. And that's what brands are wanting, or that's what any brand is wanting. They want their brand out there as quickly as possible, and to build some sort of a buzz around it. So it's really worth looking into. Make sure you find a company that can do what they say they're going to do, and they're not just going to spam the hell out of your account that gets suspended. Because that is one thing that you've got to be careful with when buying likes, is that it's done carefully, it's drip fed, and it's not just one blast. Because if it's blasted, chances are your account will get suspended because it will look unnatural. So just be careful when you're buying them, but it is a good idea if you use a decent company. And you will see a lot of people on forums and stuff like that, don't do it, it's not worth it. But if you find a decent enough company that do what they say they're going to do, then it's it is worth it. You will see the results. So the first thing you do is you need to make your page active, whether you've bought your likes, whether you've promoted it and got people who will like your page. It's your job to get them to do anything more. And it takes time. It's not I've liked you, so I'm going to start contributing. Some people will, I'm not saying they won't, but don't be expecting it. Offer free tips, offer deals, run a giveaway, a competition. These are ways that you can say to your customers, we want your opinion. Maybe say, tell us a bit about you, or tell us a bit about what you do, or tell us the best bit about a holiday or something, and we'll give you a prize. A competition like that, or the last person to like us in the end of the competition time frame gets the prize, which means you probably not get anything from either the time frame, but you'll get a huge amount from that competition. Another way is to share other people's content. A lot of people, like on Twitter, the best way to get followers is to start to follow others, but it's the same with Facebook. By sharing somebody else in your niche's content, you'll start to get noticed on their profile. People on their profile may visit yours, and that's an extra like. So that's definitely get involved in discussions on other pages in your niche, because now you can post as a page. So that means that they'll see exactly what your page is. If they decide to, they like what you're talking about, they like what you mentioned, they might want to find out more about you. They just might want to see who you are, just to be nosy, and they might say, oh, this is what I'm looking for, so I'll give it a wee like. Ask your friends to start the discussion, others will follow. So if you posted a status and you want comments, maybe say to one of your friends, look, I'm going to comment on this, and maybe share it so we can get more comments. And then maybe say to a friend, I'll give you something, or maybe they're just good friends and they'll do it for you off their back. And it gets the discussion started, which is usually the hardest bit, is to get a discussion started. But once it's started, others will follow suit. And if you've got a good amount of followers, you'll get and you might not comment, but you might get a like for it, which will mean that they'll share it, or they might share it. So there's all different ways that you can do it but you want to get people active on your page. And once you've done that, you'll start to see results from Facebook. So today we spoke about Facebook pages, what they are and why you should use them. We've looked at how you can start getting likes, we've looked at free methods, and we've looked at the paid methods. And we've also gave you a brief overview of how tips that you can start using to get your page active. Now a wee bit of self-promotion here. If you want to follow us on Facebook, we're facebook.com/ultimate social media injection, and you can keep up to date with us. So I'm glad you have came to the video, and I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen here. And I hope I've gave you some great information that you can use and see your business improve. So that's all for now, folks, and I'll speak to you later, so take care.